out of that sow. So again, he's a Born This Way, back on a Bomb Squad consensus. And then the solid white Yorkshire appearing hog, that would be M&M. M&M is a boar over at Colson's that Mark Hammock raised. That sow would be a White Noise Ghost. 2 years ago, Rhett showed a bear that wins the Southwest Point Circuit that was be a litter mate. Also, the Armitage family wins class up at OYE. That would be a litter mate as well, and he made the sale there at OYE. So those would be M&M on a White Noise Ghost. That sow, that White Noise, or actually that Ghost sow, would be one that we had bought from Kyle as a bred 3 years ago. And so definitely been a very, very good sow all the way through, and now these daughters are doing the same kind of a job.
Thanks again here to Sites Livestock. Sure appreciate you bringing three very, very good ones. Coming in next here, we have Childers Show Pigs. Cole here was kind of a late addition here to the farm sale, but we're tickled to have him. He told me he had a pair that he was gonna bring that they were big time, and now that I've been looking at them here for the last 2 days, I can see that that is exactly the truth. So Cole's gonna tell you a little bit more about these things.
Well, thanks, Brittany and Kyle, for having us. We're going to start with the blue pig there in the middle. These pigs would be sired by a boar there, Kurt Morgan's, that he calls Sunrise. A new boar there that's been very popular. Their mother would be a Karma on Wedding Night's sister. We gave pretty good money for it there online this summer, and we're damn sure glad we did. We sell their mate at the Backyard Bash. A couple nights ago for $4,500. We thought we saved a real good pair of them here for Hicks's. Tag 42 is the blue, and 43 is the belt. I like this pair of pigs really, really well. I think that blue has a bright, bright, bright future. We like that pig a lot.
We get a different driver.
Thanks again to Childers Show Pigs. Coming in next, we got Get Her Done Show Pigs. Coming all the way from Yuma, Arizona. Justin's been a long time friend. He hit me up here a while back about wanting to get in on the farm sale. I told him we're all about making high quality livestock, find high quality homes. So he's excited. He said he was bringing 4 really good ones, and we appreciate him being here, and he's going to tell you a little more about them.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for having us. The first one we're going to start off with would be the one that Garrett's on in the center. It'd be lot 44. He'd be an Ascension. That boar over at Hoff Schulte's, we used Icon, done real well. I think that pig's just length of back, rib cage, just his extraness right now. It'd be good to have early and kind of sit on and cruise on an 18. Just that kind of pig gets better as he gets home. The next one would be 46, which would be, 45 would be the one up against the fence, be like the belted one. That would be the one that we're partners with, that Wade Collins at Little Acres. I went over there about a week ago, was pretty fired up on this pig, just likes to cock off, go forward with some squareness. I think that one's got some feedability in him come March. The next one, probably my favorite pig, would be 46, just the green one with the right rib cage. Real flexible, sound, hairy. Ones that we like to start with in our side of the world end up kind of finishing how we like them to finish. looks like one that could be good in March. And even in April, we got a lot of families out on the West Coast to show at the end of March and into April. That one could stretch there. And then we kind of rounded out with the green one, 60-4. One that just kind of fits the same build as 46. And that's what we got here. Thank you.
Thanks again. Justin Gorman and crew, Get Her Done Show Pigs, drove a long ways, bringing some good ones. Coming in here next, we got Dieter Ding Show Pigs. We're going to let Mr. Kyle Johnson talk about these things a little bit. Okay, Cole's going to talk about them.
All right, so we've got Dieter Ding Show Pigs here, and KJ's been up there helping Dieter Ding out and been doing an awesome job. He brought you a high-quality pair of them here. They're going to start out with the belt there in the middle of the ring, the male pig. He would be tag 52. These pigs are sired by picture this there at Laird's on a never-before sow. Their mother would be from Boble there. She's a litter mate to the Grand Gilt at Kansas City in 21. Be the same mother as this full swing board there at Laird's. He brought 28,000. The Grand Barrett and the Nebraska State Fair to sell making gilt at the 23 OIE. The gilt there, I know she's black, but hey, I would challenge you to find one that puts together what she does. The belted male there in the middle, hey, I don't know what else to say, but they brought you an absolute hammer. I'd look in. Dieter Ding does an awesome job. I know couldn't be here. KJ's doing an awesome job helping him out. I know Dieter Ding there thanks Hicks, so appreciate it.
All right, coming in next, we got a local girl here, K-Bar Show Pigs, Miss Cadence Mundy. Brought us some nice little Berkshires. These pigs are born in early August, tagged 63, 64, and 65. These things are sired by Reach High. Be a popular Berkshire sire there up there at Winter Livestock. Little backstory behind this sow. We actually would have bred this sow here at TKO. They bought her a year ago to Jackpot. She was champion of reserve several times throughout the winter. Littermate brother would have been like second or third at Denver. An extremely popular bear. We had a lot of calls and a lot of compliments about that bear. Really good sow line that's worked for us for a while here at TKO. Like I said, these are Berkshires. They come with papers. Sired by Reach High. And that sow is in About Time. About Time, it goes back to our old Speak Now female. Old Speak Now sow we've been building our Berkshires around. Guys, I know they're young, I know they're green, but I can tell you this is one very stout and very powerful Berkshire sow that's behind these guys. These hogs will feed great, they'll mass up, they'll get stout. You got an opportunity to get your hands on some good little Berkshire prospects here. All right, coming in here next, we got Jennings Show Pigs. Brady's been with us every year for the farm sales, brought us really, really good pigs every single year. We actually bought a Barra from him, a spotted Barra for our son last year out of the farm sale. That hog went on. He was champion or reserve at bunches of shows. Every time we took that thing out, he got some kind of banner, some kind of prize, and took a picture. So Brady would have also sold a bear here last year that went on to win the heaviest class of spots at San Antonio. So Brady needs no introduction. He's raised these spotted hogs that have won on every level across the country, especially here in Oklahoma and Texas. So without further ado, Mr. Jennings.
Well, howdy, everybody. First off, I want to thank Kyle and the crew and everybody for having me out again this year. I guess I keep bringing good ones, so they keep inviting me back. It's kind of a nice little deal. Love this sale. Love being over here. Love the group. Love the family. We're gonna start things off. I mean, last year I did bring a couple that ended up pretty good down the road, and I told Hicks this week, I said, man, this is the best set I brought you. We're gonna start things off with our lot 50 there that Tucker's on up there, and the guy in the black shirt. He's the wider spotted male. That is a Titan, which is a new boar we have there at the house that, I mean, is doing a tremendous job. I'd love to know what he's been averaging on his pigs this year. That one is a Titan on a wedding night female. So he'd be a lot of fun, down the road, on the Bear Show somewhere, we think at least. We're going to go next with the Poland appearing darker male right here in the center of the ring. The girl's driving. That is a times change on a loudmouth female. That loudmouth female had the champion, or I guess, I'm sorry, the reserve champion spot gilt at San Antonio and Houston last year, I believe, for the Parks family and the Lowry crew there down in Texas. And there was a litter mate to that female that won a class at OIE gilts for the Gilcrease and Ham crew. Very good females. Had a time, a lot of fun on that deal. The last one here is going to be lot 66, which Brett's on right here in the orange. Giving a little hard time. Sorry, Brett, he's not as whip trained as the other ones are. He got cuts last week, had a little swelling, but I'll guarantee him going forward. He is a Titan on the reserve champion at San Antonio Houston last year in the gilt deal, again for the Parks and Lowry crew. So we're excited to see how they all feed out. We're pretty pumped with what we're seeing right now in the Titan deal, and the future looks bright. So if I can help or you got any questions or anything, come back and see me. Thank you. You good, Brett? I'm sorry.
Thanks again to Brady and crew there at Jennings Show Pigs. Coming in next here, we have McGuire Livestock, McGuire Show Pigs, all the way from Ringling, Oklahoma. Before we talk about their pigs, I want to give the young lady out here in the black shirt a big tip of my hat. Katie does all of our design work for our marketing efforts. She's also helped us take some pictures and videos of pigs. Highly talented young lady. I would recommend her work to anybody, so we sure appreciate everything she's done for us. All right, moving on to the pigs. Tag 48, which would... Tag 48, which would be the belted hog, the more traditionally Hampshire marked hog. That would be a pace car on a Hush Money. Extended pedigree on that sow would actually be Hush Money, Ride or Die Swagger. This is a younger sow there at the McGuire firm that has produced multiple grand champions, including the grand at Grady County. And that show is no joke. They take their show pigs seriously up there in Grady County at Chickasha. Moving on, tag 49. This would be the more kind of chromed up hog there on the far end. Also sired by Pace Car. And that sow would be a rightfully so. Hold My Beer 71. Behind that would be a Bear 84. Back on Blurred Vision Sister. So really deep stacked sow pedigree behind that one. This pig would actually, this sow would be her first litter. This would be her gilt litter out of one of their foundational sow lines that's produced multiple grands throughout Oklahoma and Texas, as well as a division champion at OIE. I'm sure we all know that's no joke at all. The great grandma is from Alton Waters. So really good sow family, extended sow family there behind tag 49. Again, we'd like to thank the McGuire family for bringing us a pair of prospects that they have a ton of faith in, and two very high quality individuals. Katie, we appreciate you. Thank you. All right, coming in here next, we have Newcastle Genetics. Great friends, great neighbors, mentors of mine. I've worked with this family for, gosh, I don't know, the better part of 20 years now. Andy and Zoe have done a great job of raising high quality show pigs that have won on the utmost level across Texas, the entire United States. He told me he was bringing some very nice ones. I got to see him there a few days ago there in the barn. We're excited to offer them to you. I'm going to let Andy tell you a little bit more about these pigs.
Thanks, Kyle. We really appreciate you inviting us here this year. We're going to start off here with the first two bears that we have will sell. We'll start out with a lot 34, the painted up hog. This sow, similar to all the ones I brought here, I tried to bring hogs out of proven sows. This sow raised the grand champion at the New Mexico State Fair last fall. She's a rumor has it. She's a sow that we're extremely proud of. A really big back sow. We selected Fast Lane at Colson's, the tricked out son, to mate her to. We thought that would be an excellent mating. She's a little bit easier fleshing, and we thought that mating would work great, and we're really excited about this hog that we have to offer here today in that lot 34. The lot 35, a little bit different in his kind, however, another proven sow. She's a hot check sow. She raised a boar that I sold a top cut called Keep 'em Talking. She's done an excellent job every time for us. We decided we would mate her to heavy hitter. We really liked that boar, and we thought his frame size and his build was perfect to make Barras. This one may look a little bit bigger in his kind, but that boar's not very big, and I think these hogs will really be moderate in the end. They should be extremely heavy boned and big backed. But like I said, I thought that we were really excited to have the opportunity to come here to Kyle's and bring these two male pigs we have here in the ring now. Our final 2 entries here today include a gilt, this 27-liter gilt. We were fortunate enough that when we restarted after COVID, we had 3 90-liter sows, and they're kind of what we built around. And she's the grand dam to this gilt. Those 90 litters went back to a sow that we raised the champion cross at Fort Worth and the reserve boar at Belton out of. And these young 46-liter sows are probably our 3 best young sows. We're extremely happy we made it this 46-liter to In the Woods and produce this thin belted gilt. And we thought that was a nice combination of power and still really have a good look up front and some extension to her. The male pig that we'll end with is a 33-liter hog, and he's the 37 tag, I believe. His mother was the reserve heavy division crossbred gilt at San Antonio that Kylie had shown back a couple years ago. She's extremely heavy boned. We mated her to Air Force One there at Tanner's. We thought that would be a really nice mating, and we got a super good litter of pigs. I took a couple of them to the invasion last weekend and brought this one here. But Kyle, once again, I just want to say I really appreciate you having us here.
Again, thanks to Andy and Zoe. They're at Newcastle Genetics. Coming in here next, we got Barbell Genetics. Being a operation here that's jointly owned and ran by the Bellamy and Leapard families. These guys have made really, really good down-eared red ones for a long time. Really nice pair of bears they've brought us. And guys, I'll just tell you, I kind of went off last night, and if you were here, if you tuned in, I made a pretty bold statement that you could drive a lot of miles and not come across a red gilt this good. You could go to a lot of sales, go to a lot of farms, go a lot of different places, and the fact that these guys brought her and they offered her means a lot to me, and I'm really excited to see where she goes, and I bet that she's probably going to take a few pictures in her day, or at least raise some pigs that'll take a bunch. So without further ado, here's Mick.
Kyle, thank you for those kind words. Dad and Barton would like to thank Kyle and Brittany for giving them the chance to come and be a part of this event. It's turned into one of the more elite events of the early fall, and the crew here at TKO and all the help they've got. They fed us dinner and everything. Guys, well, let's give them a good hand. I mean, they make this a very special deal every year. I get to talk a lot working for the NSR, so I do know how to talk. I can do that. I don't know how much of it makes any sense, but I can talk. The 2 male pigs, those are 3 litters. They're out of the Hocus Pocus boar there that Dad and Barton sold to Winter Circle Show Pigs a year ago last spring. And then their mama is a daughter of Motivation that I bought them from the Danner firm last May. She would be a litter mate to the reserve champion gilt at Kansas City last year at the American Royal. In fact, Maverick Squires back here was the one that had to honor a judge in that day, and Maverick could probably tell you a little bit about her. The 1-liter gilt that Kyle just talked about, she is out of Hocus Pocus, his litter mate's sister. That was a very stout, unique breeding piece, kind of a gilt that the Milam family showed last summer. And then they're out of the forward board that's there at Winters, at Tyler Winters. Them boys are twins. I get them confused all the time. Tanner Winter. And arguably the best set of red pigs I've seen all fall has been out of that board. He's done a great job for the Winter firm there. So that's what we've got. The 2 males are sired by Hocus Pocus and out of a Motivation sow. The 1-liter gilt is a forward out of Hocus Pocus, his litter mate sister. Again, Kyle, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Toad. Appreciate you bringing Pops his pigs. All right, last but certainly not least, we got Rhett Maverick Show Pigs. Mav, we sure appreciate you bringing down such a high quality pair. Great show pig breeder, even better human. Mav, tell us a little bit about him.
Thanks, Kyle. And before you guys leave, there is just a couple more consigners to go. I'm not last. We got to do Richie and Frontline, so stay hooked and don't run off there. But we really appreciate Brittany and Kyle for having us, and I know everybody said that tonight, but we enjoy the people here and Kyle's customer base, and I think there's a great deal of quality in the barn tonight, so we're just proud to be here with these other breeders. And both these pigs would be sired by a boar called It Ain't Easy. Easy would be bred by Holt Livestock. That boar is a tricked out son and would share the same maternal line as the Grand Barrett Houston, which would be this spring that John Mark would have bred that particular pig. So same sow line there, and we're really pleased with the pig quality out of that sire. For us, we needed that look and skeletal quality and muscle shape and proportions that he had, and those pigs to us look like they're going to mature and feed with the right kind of pattern that we really needed to inject into our kind of quicker maturing, burlier type females, and this sow would represent that for us. Last time she would have had a whole litter of pigs that all fed and finished and didn't mess up from a skeletal perspective. They needed to be a touch better looking, and honestly, those were blindside pigs, and they got along early in the winter, but they were a little old for OIE, and they still did very well at their districts and their counties, and still placed at the city. Just needed that extra look to go ahead and get over the hump and a little more youth. So we're kind of feeling like we got that right in these, and we like what they represent from a feeding standpoint. So with all that said, again, we appreciate you guys having us, and we've liked both of those pigs from the very beginning. So you guys just buy them how you like them, and we're excited to offer both of them. Thank you.
I just knew you were right there. I thought we were done. No, you're good.
I just didn't want them running off on you.
All right, thanks again here. Maverick Squires brought an awful nice pair. Coming in next here, sorry I got a little ahead of myself a minute ago, I apologize. Richie Livestock, the greatest Poland breeder of all time. I'll argue with anyone. No, Tyler told me, shot me a text there a couple weeks ago talking about what he was going to bring, what he was going to offer. He said, I'm not going to bring many, but I'm going to bring the best male pig I think I've put together. So I'm excited to see him. Once he got here, I got really, really excited. Tyler, Hunter, we can't thank you guys enough for bringing us high quality livestock year in and year out.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. We're a little short on numbers in this group. It gets hot in Altus, and we're not very good pig farmers. So when you couple that with the heat, we lost a lot of July litters. But we do think this is probably the best Poland male that we've ever offered. This would be a pardon interruption, no clue. So there's probably only one person in the audience that cares about Poland pedigrees, but pardon the interruption would be, in all due respect, Black Mamba, no clue, and that sow would have been the $60,000 one that was at the city a couple years ago. And then this pig's mom would be a no clue Black Mamba. So that grandma would have raised like every good bear that Marley Ferris ever showed. And then raised this no clue daughter that Bryson's boy showed there around Oklahoma a couple summers ago, then eventually ran on, and the Rodoball family had her and was champion at Nell with her. We got her back, bred her. She raised champion Illinois her first set. Anyways, we really like the pig a bunch. Think he's the best male that we've offered. Got a lot of high hopes. They do feed out of that sow. She's already proven. The sow's mom and the boar's mom would be out of the best two sow lines we have. Lots of Black Mamba and lots of no clue. Just a little bit of foot stuff. Again,
Thank you, Tyler. And I'll add one quick thing. I saw this sow whenever she came home from Louisville after the Rotobaugh family won there at Louisville with her, and I thought she was probably the most impressive Poland pig I'd ever laid my eyes on. Very high quality female behind this guy. So. Guys, we appreciate your patience. We're reaching the end of the rainbow here. Got some first-time consigners. Mr. Raiden Bowling here with Frontline Genetics. Radar hit me up pretty early about wanting to get together and maybe offering some pigs at the farm sale and coming down and hanging out and checking things out. I know when Radar leaves the house, whether if they're selling them or showing them or whatever, when the ramp drops on that trailer, he's going to roll out good ones, very good ones. And that's what he's done here tonight. Radar, I'm going to let you say a few things about him.
Thanks, Kyle, for inviting us down here. I knew whenever we talked about it, we had to bring the goods because this is a really high quality sale that these guys have been doing. And we haven't been to a live sale in a minute. We do the Okie Throwdown there in a couple weeks, but we thought we'd offer some to the public and let you see what we got to offer tonight. And then here in a couple weeks, we'll have some mates to these guys at the Okie Throwdown. But our leadoff pig tonight will be the blue pig, lot 54. That's a tricky business. Tricky business would be the tricked out son we bought with Ross Murrow there at Holy Smokes 2 springs ago. He's a tricked out kingpin. That boar's been off to a hot start. He would have sired the grand pig there at Coba a couple, 3 or 4 weeks ago that they're taking to Tulsa. So that pig would be a tricky business. Snafu, family tie visionary. He'll go back to that sow line there at Decker's. That's where the blue comes from. So take a nice light cross there to lead off with for OYE. Next up, we'll run that middle pair in. That Chester will be a Delta. His mom would be an out-of-the-box pillow talk. She would have sired Straka's bear that was very popular last summer. He'd have been reserved there at Tulsa and went on to be reserved at Kansas City. Delta sired the champion Chester there at OYE. Feel like that'd be a nice pig there for OYE. Delta, out-of-the-box pillow talk. And then chromed up pig here, lot 56. That'll be out of Cotton Appin. Cotton Appin's the boar pig we would have sold top cut there. He's a tricked out son as well. And then his mom's an Echo. That Echo sow would have raised the Division I Dark Cross champion gilt there at OYE last year. Feel like that'd be a nice pig there for OYE. And then we'll finally lead off, or the pig we'll end with is lot 57. That's another tricky business, timber. That pig would be bred just like the pig that won Coba there about a month ago. Little variety of color, shapes, whatever. Nice set of pigs. Thanks again, Kyle, for having us.
Radar, thank you. We appreciate you coming down. Guys, give us about 10 minutes. We got about 10 minutes. There's a fresh pan of loins. Grab yourself another beer, another cold bottle of water. We're going to get started. 10 minutes, maybe a little less. You got a second, stretch your legs. Like I said, we got a fresh pan of loins over there. You grab yourself one more sandwich, grab you another beer. We'll get this show on the road.